Mental health and substance abuse disorder recovery are key components to our health to the health part of our overall health, housing, and job strategy that we unveiled this past spring. The reality is that recovery is probable when people living with mental health or substance abuse disorders focus holistically on their health and really are able to develop a strategy dealing with their emotional, their physical, their financial, mental, and relationship well-being. Denver is one of the many cities across the country with families that are battling the impacts of this addiction that, again, is sweeping our nation. Today, both the Office of Behavioral Health and Environmental Health and other partner agencies are here to provide resources for those who need help. People who have addiction, illness, should not exist in the shadows. As someone who watched his sister battle an addiction for most of her life, it's only when we're able to pull her out, let the sun hit her face, were we able to help her and to acknowledge her addiction as a true illness. Because the reality is help is available, but it starts with all of us who are loved ones. It starts with us if we have addictions to help them begin the process of entering recovery. And each member of the community shares in the opportunity to reduce the stigma and change the conversation about substance use disorder by sharing their stories of addiction and recovery. I'll be honest with you, nothing is more liberating than to talk about the addiction that my sister went through. It's liberating for me and for my family because we watched it. We watched it and waited for that call for someone to tell us she was gone because of the addiction. But it's also liberating because she gets to hear the impacts on those of us who loved her, and to have her talk about it has also been liberating from us. So each of us can learn. We can learn the signs of addiction. We can learn the signs of trauma on how to help and support those who are impacted. When it comes to educating the public on the dangers of the misuse of narcotic pain relievers, we encourage everyone to ask your doctor if there is another way to treat the pain that we may be trying to deal with besides opiates, which can be highly addictive narcotics. And if you think of becoming dependent or you think you're becoming dependent, believe it or not, there were times we're sitting next to people who are dependent on opiates. We may not know, but that is the time to enter recovery so we can get it early and deal with it. So we say to everyone, if you are experiencing or if you know people who are experiencing disorder due to opiates, first start by seeking help. 2, be open and be willing to talk to someone. And recognize that people live with and live in recovery every day. And like I said, those of us who are city employees may very well be sitting next to someone who is dealing with it and dealing with it successfully, but we would never know. And so today, as a city, we are raising the awareness about the dangers of overdose and are thankful to a community for coming together to provide resources for one of the most valuable resources that we have as a city, our city employees. And so we thank you all for being willing to step up and to be involved. So these resources will help people in recovery. And to that end, I want to tell you that I am proud that to have proclaimed September to be Recovery Month in the city and county of Denver. So let's continue to work together. Let's continue to help our friends, our family, and our community overcome these disorders. Thank you all, and God bless you.